what are you not going to sell your soul for to Nancy Pelosi or anybody else in the Democratic Party? What are you willing to stand for? What are you willing to stand against? I want to know specifically by topic. That's what I want you to publish in your website.
I stand, first of all, on my own 2 feet, and I speak for the voters in my district.
Thank you.
And my record shows that. I've caused Nancy Pelosi and some of my Democrats some big headaches because I insist on something. I'm up there, and I've been a good voice for our people for 8 years here, and I think people know that about me. But we are rapidly getting to a point where you're right. We want to get to that one bill so that we can get some answers for you. And as we get to that, it will be up on my website. And we have information up there now on as many things as we can make as possible.
Thank you.
So I'm with you.
Thank you, Congressman.
What do you want to stand on? That was my
We
question.
have a meeting scheduled for this room, so we really have to wrap up right now. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. Cass Robinson, State President, AARP. AARP, please welcome him to the stage.
How are you, my friend? We served in the legislature together.
I want to thank all of you for being here, taking part in this very vigorous discussion. This will not be the last discussion that AARP tries to foster, because it's important that Americans talk to each other about these big issues that affect all of our lives, and certainly AARP members. I want to thank the city of Austell for giving us the opportunity to use this very good facility to have this meeting.
Here, here.
It would not have been possible without their help and cooperation. I want to thank the members of our panel, starting with Representative, I can just say Senator Scott too. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it, Senator?
Thank you.
Representative Scott and I go back almost 30 years as colleagues, as friends, and as allies on the issues that have been in the best interest of the people of Georgia. I have known him personally. I can tell you that I have always respected personally his honesty, his intellectual integrity, his fortitude to do what he thinks is right. And at the end of the day, what else can you expect of anybody except to do what they think is right? Now I say that not as the president of AARP, and not as a political statement, but as a personal statement about how I see business being conducted. AARP, as you know, is a nonpartisan organization. Many of our members are of one party, many are of another party, and that's the way it should be. And many of them don't care which party. They just have no political interest whatsoever. So AARP is nonpartisan, and I just want to affirm the integrity and honor of Representative Scott based on my personal experience. I want to thank also Dr. Joyce Payne. Dr. Payne and I were in a small group last night having dinner and not really talking about this issue. But we were getting to know each other personally and to exchange who we are as persons. And it was very valuable. And I just came away deeply impressed with the quality of the representation that we have on AARP's national board. These are all volunteers. They're not paid. They give generously of their time and of their ability and their effort. And we're well served by Dr. Joyce Payne and others who are on our board of directors. And Nora, Sue, what a resource person you are. You talk about having read every dot and tittle of the bills. She has. And I know that she speaks with great authority. And I say that leading up to my final point. There's a lot of information floating around. Some of it is true, some of it is not true. But I want to tell you this. I've been an active volunteer with AARP now, completing my 10th year. I have never once found AARP to issue a false statement. We've made mistakes, we've made and errors, but we have told the truth. And if you check on the truths that AARP has offered you today, they are fully verifiable, every one of them. AARP is a name that you can trust. That's been true for nearly 50 years. It's true today. God bless you all.
We are holding a meeting after this. We have two physicians that are coming in to speak. If you would like to hear a little bit about a physician's perspective on healthcare reform, approaching this the way we treat patients, please, we're actually having some food coming in. We have some Chick-fil-A that's coming in because I know it's been a long time. Please feel free to sit. It's apolitical. We're really talking about the best way to really look at evidence-based problems. We're going to start coming down.
I haven't seen that one girl left. I tried to get her, but she was bolted. Yeah.
So, hearing this today, did this change your opinion or your views?
It didn't change my opinion on how I felt. I found it very informative as to got a sense of some of the anger out there from certain people. Well, I felt that most of them, I won't say all of them, but I think most of them who had disagreements with this bill were speaking sincerely. But I think that their concerns are misdirected frustration and anger from other things that are happening in the economy and so on. And I hope they listen to Congressman Scott and to the other representatives, and I hope they check out what they said, because I've done some research and I know the congressmen and other people were responding as truthfully as they could. And if they open up their hearts and minds and look at the facts, I think that's a key thing. If they look at the facts, I hope they can be persuaded to support health reform legislation.
Thank you, Marshall.